We are now moving over to user fields. In addition to the basic information fields such as activity ID, description, and duration, activities in Safran Project can be assigned a wide range of additional information, known as user fields. All this additional information gives you the opportunity of organizing or presenting your activities better in reports or in the bar chart. Every user field you create is available to every activity and accessible as columns in the bar chart editor or as fields in the activity information panel. There are 8 types of user fields offered within Safran Project. We have the reference field, text, date, flag, decimal, duration, outline, and computed. So let's start with the reference field. To set up a new reference field or configure an existing one, enter the Reference Field tab. Here you will find a list of the existing reference fields. A reference field holds predefined values that you select from a drop-down list, and the user can add new values to the list. There are 60 reference fields available, and each of them can hold an indefinite number of possible values. To edit an existing reference field, select it from the list. You will then see the possible values for that specific reference field. From here you are able to edit the shortcode, the description, or you can add or delete values. So let's move over to text fields. They are editable fields that is commonly used to hold notes or comments. You can type any type of information in these fields, but they will be recognized as text. To add a text field, go to the Text tab and add a label and mark the visible checkbox to make the fields available in bar chart. Then we have flag fields. It can hold 2 different values. You can think of them as checkbox and are used to store information such as yes, no, true, false, and so on. Flags are typically used to show the state of an activity. To add a flag field, go to the Flag tab, specify a label, mark the visible checkbox to make it available in the bar chart. Then we have decimal fields that holds decimal numbers, and we have duration fields that contains durations either in weeks, days, hours, or minutes, depending on the calendar you use. To add these fields to your bar chart editor, just add a label and click the visible checkbox. Then we have the outline codes. There are up to 30 outline codes that can be used to build an alternative structure like a work breakdown structure or otherwise. When you create an outline code, you define the number of levels in your code structure and the coding for each level. To add an outline code from the user field sets, make sure the outline code tab is selected. Specify a label for your outline code. Make sure the visible checkbox is ticked off. The number of levels in your code. And then go to the Edit Data tab. Click the Add node and then double click on the node level. Here you can add and edit description and code for your outline code. The final field we have is computed fields. They are used to store calculated values, and unlike other user fields, you cannot manually input data to the computed field. You can use the formula window to add multi-line conditions and expressions. Note that the computed value is not stored in the database. It is calculated in real time when the bar chart editor is opened.